Closed-mindedness, an easy way to sort of describe this is that are we willing to look at something from different perspectives, or are we certain that the way that we have understood it is the only way? Every individual, every human being lives in their own separate reality. So it is never possible for two people to see the world in exactly the same way. And when we know this, and when we come into our interactions with people with this expectation that people are not going to see things exactly the way I see them, then it helps us not to be closed-minded. And it helps us to not be so offended when, someone sees something differently. It helps us to not be so shocked. It helps us to not be so, to take it personally, right? Because that's when we know that it's a problem, is when we start to take opinions of other people personally. Sometimes, unfortunately, in our day and age where our values as Muslims are very different than mainstream values that we're surrounded by, people might accuse you, for example, if you say that you're against, such and such social thing that's, going on around you, people might say, oh, well, you're closed-minded. You should be accepting of those people that have different lifestyle choices and this and that. And the thing is that it's not about judging people, but the action itself, we do take the position that we love what Allah loves and we hate what Allah hates. So that is not being closed-minded in a negative sense. That's actually being consistent. That's actually being whole, in that you are dedicated to your faith, that you are not picking and choosing and scattering yourself and saying, well, I like this aspect of Islam, but I don't agree with that aspect. So that's not closed-mindedness. And I hope that, if you're feeling that from those around you in any way, that you're able to resist that and say, no, actually, I don't see this as being closed-minded. I see this as being true to my faith. I see this as being true to what Allah and his messenger, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, teach. And if there are times when others don't agree with that, your job is to put the pleasure of Allah above that. That doesn't mean that, you must, that other people must agree with you, because they may not. Again, people live in separate realities. But it's important for you to be clear about where you stand.